All right, so we got the heavy weights. We're gonna start with some rows and chest. We're gonna superset. So we're gonna take it forward a little bit. We sit up real tall, stomach comes in tightly. We hinge at the hips and we row. So elbows stay close into the body, but you're trying to pull them as far back as you can. And we do that by squeezing the shoulder blades. So think about squeezing the shoulder blades to pull the arms up, just like we did in that practice with the bands. And even though you're using the shoulder blades to pull it up, you're still squeezing them extra hard at the top for a second. Okay, one more after this one, and keep those shoulders away from your ears. And then we're going to bring them up to the top, walk it out. We have some chest flies. So we get our head comfortable on the ball and fully supported, hips are up. Raise those arms, bring it out slowly and up. So keep your bridge going. Inhale on the way out, exhale on the way up. Focus on doing it nice and smooth and slow. Stretching your chest on the way down and then using that area right around those armpits to bring those hands upward. And as you take a deep breath down, stretch those abdominals, and as you exhale up, tighten the abs too as you push your hips higher on each rep. All right, we got one more time. All right, stay right there at the top. Bring those arms in real close to the side of your body. Set them down for a moment because we're going to roll back for some crunches. Wider the feet, the more steady you'll be. Support your head. We go for that deep, deep stretch as far over the ball as you can. And then we pull the lower abs in, then the belly button, and then we squeeze and use the upper abs to pull your body up a little bit. So deep breath, and then we go 1, push in, 2, push in belly button, and 3. So you're coming parallel to the floor. Every stretch over that ball is deep. Every repetition begins with the lower abs, then the belly button. And if you can't feel each section, stop and rest, try another one. If you still can't feel it, then you're probably done, because we're going for that quality. All right, one more deep stretch. Push it 1, 2, 3, and then we can come forward and down because we're going to roll back to that row. We're going to walk it forward. We're going to bring it wide. So you still hinge at the hips like you did with the first one. Coming up towards the chest. Trying to use the shoulder blades only to pull the weights up. Always remember, you get that squeeze. You get that squeeze at the top. So you do have to pause for a second to get that squeeze. You want to feel that upper back. Good, then we're going to bring it back onto those legs. We're going to roll down to our, stay on the ball and roll down. We're going to do alternating fly. So arms are up. Make sure your head is supported. Pull those shoulders away from your ears. We take one side and up. Then the other side. So nice and slowly, as those hips stay nice and high, you're going to squeeze your stomach as you push them up. Really focus on the exhale to get more of your abs and obliques because we're alternating these arms. Trying not to let your body sway too much. And I'm sure you're remembering to pull your lower abs, not just your belly button in, right? As you go down, you can even squeeze a little of that shoulder blade to help support your shoulder. And then we'll get one more each side, nice and smooth and slow and up. Other side and up. All right, bring those arms close to your side. Place them on the floor. We're going back for crunches. So let's remember, you're going to first walk back as far as you can, as if you were going to do a back bend over the ball. take a deep breath to stretch those abdominals and then go 1, 2, 3. Every single repetition, you feel those lower abs stretch, and then you're going to push them into the ball, then the belly button, then the upper. So if you're coming up higher than the ball, you're probably not doing it right. We should come up just about level. Taking those deep breaths over the ball to stretch. That's the big difference. You don't get that on the floor. All right, let's get 2 more. Stretch it out. Pull those lower abs in. You have to concentrate because those are the first things that are going to fatigue. All right, so as we bring our body forward and maybe our butt down just a little bit, and then begin to roll back. All right, shoulders back, stomach tight. We're going backwards. So it's reverse lunge and up. So the leg can stay off, it can stay bent, whatever you want, but we have this leg bent, pushing your body up with one leg. So go as low as you want to, but think about pushing your body to the ceiling. So even if you don't go low, you're just pushing that up. So June, even if it doesn't feel comfortable, you can just go down a little bit and up. Yeah, so just figure out your best range of motion. And we're going somewhere along the 8 range. I've definitely lost count, but we should start to feel it. Whoops. Especially if you're bending that knee when you go up. So we'll get 1 more and sit on it. Back and sit. Good, set that there. All right, give that leg a break. Pinch the shoulder blades. We come up. This is where we pinch the shoulder blades every time you come down to support the shoulders. Knees stay slightly bent. Body straight. There's no leaning back. Smooth as you go down into that shoulder blade squeeze and up. One more time. Good, that was just a nice little break for your legs. We're gonna switch sides. So remember, when we come into this reverse lunge, we come down and we kind of sit on it a little bit to push the heel into the floor. All right, let's go. Don't worry if they're not the same depth either. Just think of your head being pulled to the ceiling. All right, since I probably didn't count right on the other one, let's go ahead and do 1 more on this one. Good, set it down. All right, legs are gonna rest a little bit. Nice little bicep curl. So slow on the way up. Elbows stay behind you. Yep, coming all the way up to the bicep. Seems so boring just doing it by itself. All right, 2 more and then we're back on the ball. Good, set it down. Grab your ball and your light weights, and you're probably gonna want the mat because we're gonna be kneeling. Dumbbells on either side. And then we're gonna lay on here. So you wanna have your arms about middle of the ball. Like if you're gonna hug the ball, you could hug it. So we're gonna grab these weights and we're gonna do a reverse fly. Reverse fly, just like the fly we just did the other way. Blow out on the way up. Squeeze the upper back. If the dumbbells get too hard, then just put them down and keep going and really squeeze those shoulder blades. All right, last one. We're gonna leave them outside. And let's remember our preacher roll, which means we have the ball as far away as your fingertips. And we're gonna roll it out. Hands are gonna face each other like you're praying. You're basically going into a plank. Yes, because they're like a plank. So yeah, you want to feel like you're almost falling on the floor, and then you have to use those abs, keep them tight to roll back. She's doing good. Jackie, get moving. All right, one or two more. Come on back. All right, center your hands like you were doing a plank, but we're gonna roll forward. We wanna have the weight distributed on top of the ball, so not too much on the arms. You are gonna squeeze the shoulder blades, we're working on that lower back. So as you lift up the legs, they can be shoulder width apart, or they can be together, or if you like them wide, they can be wide. But we're gonna lift them lower. As we lift the legs, we're going to hold at the top, squeeze the lower back, and squeeze the belly button in. So we lift, hold, squeeze the belly button. So we lift, hold, exhale, squeeze the belly button. So we have to hold it long enough for you to feel those lower abs and the belly button pull up all the way into your spine. And you're exhaling as you do that to get everything tight, keeping those shoulder blades away from your ears and slightly pinched. All right, one more time. And this time as we walk back, you're gonna let your feet stop on the floor. Hopefully your light weights are close by. And we're gonna just have the feet behind you. And from this position, we're gonna do our reverse fly. So here and up. So when we do this, the chest is actually going to lift off the ball just a little bit. You'll get a little deeper squeeze. If you start to slide, then reset your feet wider. If it's not comfortable, you can go back to the first one. Just gives you a little more range of motion. Still squeezing across the upper back and pulling the stomach in at the same time. One more time, there we go. So you should have felt like you could get a little bit higher on that one, and it should have felt good, as always. One more preacher roll. All right, you gonna do it this time? Hands out, roll it. Oh, and if you got too close like I just did, then you just stop and adjust the ball further away. If you got too far away, you stop and adjust the ball closer. But try to hold it for a second in that plank position and tighten everything you can on the way back. So deep breath going down. Keep those abs tight coming back. You're going to feel almost like you're going to fall on your face, but of course you're not. We keep the hands facing each other, because if we put them on top of the ball, we're going to use too much of our upper body and not get the abs as well. Was June counting? Yep. Sounds like it to me. Okay, so this time we're going to keep our knees where they are. We're going to come forward on the ball. Legs can be wide, knees can be apart. This is going to be small. It's going to be the top half of the Superman. So we're going to come down, lift up, almost like you're going to stand up. Blow out when you come up. You're going to squeeze the lower back. And of course, the abdominals. This time you're going to get more on that upper part of the lower back. Your elbows can also pull back to help you squeeze the upper back and mid back. Yes.
Oh
no! Okay, then keep your head straight, June.
Okay.
Look past your mat. Good. Bring it on down. Oh my goodness. We're going to set that down for a second because, you know, June's getting a little crazy. All right, we're going to stagger the feet. Pull your shoulders back and down. Take your sip. We're gonna do one leg deadlift. So remember, one leg deadlift, you don't have to take the rear foot off the floor, but your leg you're working on is slightly bent, stays slightly bent. The heel presses into the floor. We're hinging at the hips, and then we're pushing that heel into the floor to come up to the knee. So we're coming down and up. That leg has a slight bend in the knee, but that angle does not change the whole time. We're hinging at the hips and raising up. Some people will come all the way up, some can come halfway up. It's whichever you prefer. Main thing is push that heel into the floor and try to pull your body upward with that hamstring and glute. And we get one more. And before we switch legs, we're going to give the legs a little break. Stay with your heavy weights so we can do a lovely hammer curl. Here, squeeze and down. So you're taking your hands outside the ball, but you're still keeping the elbows back. Exhaling at the top. Shoulders stay down, your head is centered over your spine. Nice and slow. All right, one more, because we don't like too much of the easy stuff, right? We're gonna put the ball back up and go to our leg number 2. So leg number 2 for that deadlift. Shoulders pinched, back and down as always, stomach tight, knee a little bent, hinging only at the hip, stretching down, pulling up. By pushing that heel into the floor, using that hamstring glute, getting a good stretch on the way down. And try to keep your hands even, because sometimes if the back is tight on one side, you might see that they're shorter, so you could definitely want to keep it more even. And nice and slow. Use your breath on the way up. Exhale. And we got one more. Good, which means when you bring it all the way up, let's take that ball. We're gonna roll out onto a bridge and hit some triceps. So get your head completely supported on the ball. Lift those hips up high. Arms are going straight up, then they're going behind you a little bit. Going behind the head and up. So just the opposite of the bicep. That elbow is moving, going behind you and up. Inhale down, exhale up. Every exhale has those abs getting tighter and tighter. So you better be squeezing your butt too. Pull those lower abs in, and give me one more of these arms. Hold them right there. Walk it back up, bring them close to your body. Take it down, put that thing back, because we got those deadlifts again. Shoulders back, knees bent. I'm really gonna try to count this time. So back foot can be there to help you stabilize. It can be up if you want. You try not to put too much weight on there. We're trying to keep as much weight as possible in that front leg and just hinge at the hips. You will be working some of your lower back, so you will be feeling that. Use your breath, pull your stomach in on the way up. All right, we got 3 more for 10. Hopefully that knee stayed exactly where it was supposed to. That should be number 3, which would be 10, or maybe not. All right, arms forward. Bicep nice and slow on the way down. Take it up and squeeze, and slow. Squeeze. Good, super slow on the way down. on the biceps. You should pinch your shoulder blades together, yes. Yes. But you should feel your biceps working. Might be good for you. You can feel more muscles working. All right, we're going to leg number 2. It's amazing what you can feel sometimes. All right, shoulders back down, knee bent. All right, here we go. So think of those dumbbells as scraping along your leg, getting a good stretch, and then nice and tight. Remember, when you push your heel hard into the floor, you should get some of that inner thigh. So focus on that and you can really get that direct feeling a little more. All right, we should be down to our last 3. There we go. That should have been the last one. Maybe one more for good luck. And we'll take it up. Back to our ball. All right, so we got one more set of triceps, and then we are hitting the floor for more triceps and abs. And legs, I knew that. All right. Hips up high. Good. Arms back, here we go. And yes, you're still pushing the heels into the floor even though you just did the butt. Focus right now on your breathing. Inhale down, exhale up. So focus on that nice deep breath and then squeezing the abs as you exhale up. Hips go high each repetition. All right, as we come down, you're gonna hold behind. Just hold it right there for a moment. We're gonna take it up nice and slowly. 4, 3, 2, 1. Down is 1, 2. Up 4, 3, 2, 1. Down is 1, 2. Up is 4, 3, 2, 1. Down is 1, 2. Up is 4, 3, 2, 1. Down 1, 2. Up slow. Down slow. 4. Down 4. 3, 2, 1. Up 4, 3, 2, 1. We got 2 more like this. Down is 4, 3, 2, 1. Get those hips up. Up is slow. One more time. Use that breath. Slow on the way down. Slow on the way up. Good. Bring them close to the side because we are going to be doing more on the floor. Set those babies down. And you're heading down to the floor with those heavy weights and the ball. All right, get those dumbbells for your triceps. Balls under your feet. We get those arms up. Take them back a little bit, down and up. So regular pace first. We're gonna do a bunch of different tempos here. You're pushing your belly button into the floor. All right, so we're gonna go down 1, 2, up is 4, 3, 2, 1, down is 1, 2, and right into 4, 3, 2, 1 again, 1, 2, down is 4, 3, 2, 1, down is 4, 3, 2, 1, same way up. So super slow up. As soon as you get to the top, start going right back down again, super slow. And up slow again. As we come down slowly behind the head, you're gonna hold without letting the dumbbells touch the floor. So hold those arms there. Use your regular breaths and still pull the abdominals in. And then we're up and down, regular pace. Up 2 or 3, down 2 or 3. Still controlled, just regular pace. 2 more. Good, then bring those down close to your side. Set them gently out to the side. Push that ball away. Get it under the heels or the calves, wherever you do for your leg curl. And then we're gonna lift up those hips nice and high. Roll it in. So we're going anywhere from 6 good ones to 8 or 10. Good ones mean that you feel that hamstring squeeze as you pull the feet in. If you don't get a good squeeze in the hamstring, try it one more time and then rest and try it again. Hips stay up nice and high. One more time. And then place it down gently, pull that ball back to you. Get your legs all the way on top, find those weights again, they're somewhere. All right, we got one more tricep set, then we're gonna focus on the ball. Arms are up. Gonna alternate those arms, so one stays up, one comes down. Nice and steady in both directions, regular pace. Use your breathing. You're still exhaling and pushing that stomach into the ground. All right, both arms are going which way? Slow on the way down. Yeah, slow on the way down. Let's just go slow in both directions to get it over with, right? So super slow up, super slow down. There's no pause at the bottom, no pause at the top. It's just a nice, beautiful fluid motion with deep breaths going down, exhales and belly buttons being tight on the way up. And then we're going to go 5 regular pace. So 1, 2, keep those elbows up. 3, there's 4, and 5. So bring those elbows down. Set the arms out. Put the dumbbells down, roll them away so when we stretch they're not in our way. All right, get ready for another leg curl. All right, shoulders are away from your ears. They are still down on the floor though. Hips are up. So this time when we roll it in, squeeze your knees, pause for a second, and then roll it back out. So get that hamstring squeeze and then push your legs together and then roll it back out. So just get a little extra out of it, okay? When you roll it back towards you, pause a second and squeeze your knees and thighs together. And then push it back out. So you're going to hold for a second in your peak position and squeeze everything, and then roll it back out. Now if you're doing them the whole time I was, then you have gotten about the 8, and we're going to pull that ball back to the legs. And do some crunches. So we're going to think about that deep stretch that we got over the ball as we inhale, and then we're going to exhale and still push 1, 2, 3. So we still have the lower abs, then the belly button, then we're tightening the abs to lift our body upward. So you really have to concentrate on the abdominals pulling you up off the floor. All right, so stop for a second. Grab that ball with your legs. We get some lower abs. All right, so shoulders stay down, belly button tight. We're just lifting the hips to the ceiling. Very small motion going up, not back towards your face. It's going up towards the ceiling. You're pressing your lower back into the floor. All right, we're going to take that ball, put it back under your legs because we're not done with the legs yet. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take it up to the bridge position. We're going to roll our feet back, stay there. We're going to drop the hips, come up the hips and push the heels into the ball. So it's basically an up and down bridge. There's no rolling, just up and down. Pushing the heels into the ball, up into a bridge, and down. We got 4 more. 4, push a little higher each time, squeeze those legs together, 2. 1 more. Good, then down all the way. Take that ball out, put it on top of the shins. We got some crunches to do, focusing on the lower abs, pulling into the floor, and let's go. Use your breath to try to feel more of the abdominals as you come up. So you're nice and slow with these crunches, getting each section to work on its own. All right, we get 1 more like this, and then you're going to take the ball in your hand, put it behind your head. It can rest on the floor. Now, if your arms are too tired to hold high, you can take it to where your arms are underneath the ball. But we're going to take those legs in the air, bent, and press the hips to the ceiling and down. So you're pushing those hips slightly to the ceiling, kind of pointing that tailbone to the ceiling, pushing the lower back into the floor. Squeezing through those lower abs. As you exhale, you're tightening everything. You are pausing for a second to exhale. One more time. Good, then we'll bring those feet down. Put it underneath you. Roll the ball back as close to your butt as you can. Let it fall to one side. Keep your shoulders down. Let that bottom leg fall on the floor when you need it. We're going to take it back up to the top. Reset that ball close to your butt and take it to the other side. Taking it back up to the top. Push that ball a little bit away. Take one leg up, stretch that hamstring. So you're holding it, you're pulling it back a little bit to help. This ankle's going on the opposite knee, and all you're going to do is roll that ball towards you. Extend it out. Get the other leg up. Taking that ankle to the other knee and rolling that ball back. And then we roll it away. All right, use your feet and your extreme talent to move that ball to the side so you can roll over onto your side so you don't have to pop your head up. Get on those hands and knees and give me a nice stretch. So you're dropping your head to the floor, or if you'd rather sit back onto your heels and push the ball away, you can do that too. So either one is a great stretch. And then we can bring it in. Take a seat. And now let's get ready to stretch. Take a deep breath and bring your arms overhead. Sit up tall and stretch the tricep. On the other side. Good, bring it down. Pull those shoulders back and down some more. Take a deep breath, and we're going to exhale and rotate. And same thing to the other side. Take it back to the center, and you're all done. Great job.